Welcome back to another episode of Carib Gems, where we give game, empowering mindset and success. We have another special guest here with us to share his journey as a businessman and as a community man. He hails from the Republic of Sandy Point, a businessman that I look up to highly, Mr. Robelto Tango, Glasgow. Mr. Glasgow, thanks for taking the time out and coming here to sit with us. I know you're extremely busy and really appreciate you coming here and sharing your journey with us. For those who living under a rock and who may not know who you are, just say who you are, where you're from, describe growing up, in the 70s in Sandy Point, just to give us a little background on you.
Thanks much. You're welcome. Now, my name is Robelto Glasgow, better known as Tango. Most and many people know me by that name. If you say Robelto Glasgow, nobody knows who you're talking. Anyhow, I was born in the Republic of Sandy Point. That's what you say.
Yes, the Republic of Sandy Point.
In the Republic of Sandy Point, and raised there, went school there. That's the only place I really know. I went to basically all the schools in Sandy Point, and
that's including the old boys school close to my mother.
Right, all the schools in Sandy Point I attended.
Okay.
Every school that they had in Sandy Point I attended. And after coming out of school, let me start this way. Growing up in Sandy Point, there was a lot of challenges where we had to improvise and do things to get things done. In terms of to play cricket, you had to make everything. Football, there was no gears like today available. The young kids today could go in a store and their mother would be able to afford them
to buy the
gears
to
play game. We wasn't like that.
Okay, you had to pick a coconut stalk and use it as a bat.
Make your
bat.
From all kind of clamor, cherry tree, bread and cheese tree and this everything. And the balls, etc. You had to make everything. And there was a group of us, Manchester United boys, used to call ourselves.
Manchester United.
With people like LZ, Everett Warner, Snowman, the Benji's brothers, L.Y. Benjamin and Juni Benjamin, Carlos, a number of we guys.
Okay.
Did I say Sonny?
Sonny, okay.
Yeah.
So.
We was a group of guys who used to do extreme things.
Okay.
We used to go to the extreme and get things done.
Get things done. Okay.
We play football, cricket, and at a competitive level, and could tell you that we used to be victorious, right?
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Sandy Point is known for producing a lot of good cricketers.
Yes.
One question that you said the Manchester boys, that's from this Manchester Street?
Yeah, we team used to call them. Manchester Street is where I live.
I know that, but there's a myth, right, that the names of the streets, they were named incorrectly, and that Manchester Street is really supposed to be where the bank is, where Millard Street is, and Millard Street is supposed to be.
But for whatever reason, I commit my street near Manchester Street.
Okay.
I have no
but you heard about that?
I know you're talking about it.
Okay.
But it was for a very good reason that we claim it as Manchester Street.
Okay, well, if that's how you meet it, that's how you meet it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So growing up was a very challenging thing, but we was determined to get things done. Understand? And I could tell you this, there is where alone a lot of things amongst the boys I grew up with.
Okay.
Because we had to do everything. Up to a bearding trunk. Remember polyester was a thing in style. They cut up a bearding trunk and they sew it up and they swan a machine and we got a bearding trunk. It was that creative. And the shooting now, I start to tamper under part.
And the shoes.
Look tires and go to the dump, get old bag, old buckles and so forth, condemn buckles, and make sure.
How you used to get to the dump?
How you used to get a guy who had a car.
Okay.
Just
not much vehicles back
he
then.
ain't had much vehicles back then, but I used to get me ride back over there. Because I had a cousin named Jando, and he's one of the person who used to take me there now and then. Until we show making thing become the likeness of the community. They like what they see. And everybody wanted to appear Tango Made.
Tango Made, yes.
Tango Made.
I remember. Yes, I remember Tango Made coming up.
At one point in time, I had up to 6 people employed, paying them a salary.
Okay, give 1 second. You ever had a job before doing this?
Yes, but ain't no job that I had a job that I used to work as a yard overseer and I estate and the tools and so forth and thing. And then the manager had a mishap, and I used to stay in my yard and make more money than I going out there and make for 4 or 5 days.
As an overseer?
Yeah, as a yard overseer. No, $95 a week was the salary, and I can stay home and one on a Sunday and
$95 a week was your pay back then as a wow, $95
a week was it.
And you would make more staying home
and making Sunday making sure. So what was the reason I out there working for somebody? And a little mishap come. Why I was there too is because the manager used to encourage me to in the work and so forth, and he kind of was showing me a good spirit until a mishap take place, and then you see the wrong side of somebody, and then I walk off the job.
You walk and you never turn back to the job market.
He called all the other people in the senior position up. Said, me and Tony with Glasgow, Glasgow say he gone, he leaving the job.
Because to the back of your mind,
I wanted to leave.
I know that, but you were looking at encouragement to leave.
There was a man named Mr. Manning, and I quit, and I never looked back and I never worked for soul again.
All right.
You understand? I started working for myself since I like what 19, 20 or something. That bought a car when I was 21 years, and just move like that.
Just move.
Yeah, it was not a turn back.
So what would you say is your humble beginnings fuel your entrepreneurial fire, like to take it upon yourself to leave all the rest on the point, go cannery dump, look materials to make shoes and bags for people? What was the fire behind that business?
It was to meet the demand.
It was to meet the demand.
It was to meet the demand back then, and then after doing research and so forth, I started to order stuff from a place in Trinidad named Busby Boots and Shoe. And then in Montserrat, I used to order leather from a guy named William West.
Okay.
Back there had a tannery. And then I started to move on to Puerto Rico and buy everything. In a place called Gonzales. Buy everything. They used to sell everything to make a shoe from scratch.
These places, they're doing business still? That place, you think? You know if they're doing business still?
No, the guy William West, he went to England. And that closed down. But I guess Busby Boots and Shoe still established. Because it was a big place that sell all kind of material for shoemaking and stuff.
So how much shoes you couldn't make in a day? If you push it yourself and say on an average, how much?
We used to make up to about 30 shoes. 30
shoes.
Yeah, up to 30 shoes because it was 6 hours and everybody. I cut and you cut patterns and you put the guys to cut the patterns, and then I put them together, fit up and thing like that. Carlos was good too in fitting.
Who are some of the guys? Who else we used to work with?
We had people like Aston, McAdoo, a guy named Elvi, Carlos. Guys like them. Gabba Gabsto, Keith, all them guys work with them.
And that led you into starting Tango's Daily Supply.
Yes, well, now, they drive for that now.
That was in Sandy Point. The first location was in Sandy,
in Sandy Point, yeah.
Okay.
Right in the small house below and the end of the Manchester Street.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that,
yeah, no, we
oh,
that's where it used to be first.
Yeah, I started doing traveling to buy material and so forth, the shoemaking and so forth.
Yeah.
And then bring back stuff and start to sell, and went down very well until in quick time I realized that there was a need for the store.
Yeah.
And in 6 months' time I established a store. And never looked back.
Wow.
You understand?
What were your 3 fastest moving items? What used to go fast?
Shoes. Shoes is a good business to be in.
Shoes.
Because shoes entails of a lot of wear and tear.
But I realize we don't overlook trades like those, like a shoemaker, being a tailor, making clothes from scratch. I think we don't overlook fashion, you know, in terms of a real business and career. Because look at you, you make your own shoes, and I remember them, a pair of Tangos. Are you a business owner? Are you registered with Social Security self-employed coverage? If not, I encourage you to do so. The Social Security self-employed coverage has been in existence since July 1996. Over 4,000 persons have already registered. They get pensions based on their contributions. Right now, the average pension is $1,100 for self-employed persons, and you get access to all benefits except employment injury. So please, business owners, self-employed people, take some time out and visit Social Security down on the Bay Road and register for their self-employed coverage. So, you know, sometimes we see a business close and we on the outside, we might not know the reasons, but you know, as a businessman, we always know there could be multiple reasons why a business closed the doors. Tango's Daily Supply, that was doing very good. Why did you close the business? Why you had to close it?
Good question. I had to close it because of the attitude of workers. They don't carry out instruction, and they allow, because the slackness and so forth. They allow, and they ain't got the full interest, I assume. The other workers run over them, and customers also left up to themselves. And in a nutshell, too much of stealing.
Too much of stealing.
Yeah, too much of stealing.
Wow, that's a bit.
In a nutshell, because
well, if the workers ain't watching, customers gonna do as they like.
I can remember well. If this guy see this, he won't know what we're talking about. A guy came down from Bastille to my shop with one of these back sack.
Yeah. He come shop
full of cardboard and went in the bathroom and full it of clothes of come out. Take out the cardboard, them full it of clothes of come out. Yeah.
How you get how you see?
Is another customer realize and drive to their attention. Luckily I was in Sandy Point at the time, and I deal with it. I had him arrested. You understand? And you know, just question it. How much more time that did happen?
Yeah.
Because I in Bastille and a business in Sandy Point, and everybody down there running wild. Nobody pay attention to the business. We put in bread on everybody's table. You understand? And I just make a decision like that. Hey, guys, I'm closing it. That's a decision at the end of August, and by December it was closed. Just sell out the stuff though. Yeah, man. That store would have been there still, because it was a store that doing.
Yeah. It was. I could remember that. That's where we used to go to get uniform, shoes. You bum them and buy fax time.
That was a multi-purpose store, you know. I turned that into a anything you want. You go there, you want a fridge, you want a stove, you want a microwave.
Yeah.
It was there. Bicycle parts, it was there. Clothes, shoes, it was there. Cosmetics, it was there.
So your business model was simple, basically, wherever you want.
Generalize. And it was there, but I felt bad I had to close it, but if I never close it, it'll close me.
So it's a matter of not being able to find trustworthy people.
I could say this. I try family. I try friends. I try everything. And they fail me.
Really? This is the rough side of business that we don't see, and this is the purpose of the show, eh? He might, sound a little spicy, but this is what we like, the reality. Yeah, business is not all fun and games and a bed of roses. So, yeah, finding people who you could trust, and I would say working with people generally, that's two of the biggest things in business that go, and underrated.
I got a good friend in Basti. I got a business, a lady from Cairn, who is a very established lady in Bastia here. And she told me, Tango, if ain't you or your husband, if ain't she husband and she son, she closing the doors. One of them got to be in the business. You hear? Out of that, if one of them ain't there, the business closed. And she teach me something because I learn the hard way.
You learn the hard way, yeah. That's how we go. Yeah, that's how we go. St. Kitts Auto Services, another one, by your ventures. You were basically one of the first person, if not the first person, to bring used tires to St. Kitts and sell them. Now, what made you think that St. Kitts people, we're full of pride. What made you think that St. Kitts people would be willing to buy used tires, and at what price point? How you work out your price point if it was something new?
Well, I bought the idea from Miami.
Okay,
yeah. And, if in Miami, people could buy used tires, why not in St. Kitts? And I went around a place there in Miami that sell used tires, and the traffic I see. The traffic I see in Miami, people buying used tires.
People buying used tires.
And there's where the idea
inspiration come from. Yeah. Importance of traveling, eh?
Yeah.
Good to travel and see things.
And in short notice, I started it up here in Sandy Point. In Sandy Point I started this business.
Okay, yeah. I remember. I think you tell me so. It over the hill.
In Heilige building over the hill by the gas station.
Yeah.
That's where I started it. And then in 4 to 5 years, I realized the amount of business come from this end of the country. I tell myself, boy, you got to carry the business to the people, because the amount of people that we call on the phone and put this on a bus for me and give them the money and all kind of thing like that.
You had to come.
You just had to come.
You just had to come Bastia.
Because Bastia is where the action is.
Bye.
You understand?
Yeah, I always say that too.
Because everybody come to Bastia. Come to Bastia. Come. And it was a success. Okay. The decision was...
How long it took you to move from Sandy Point to Bastia?
Hey, as soon as I get a place,
yeah.
I came into Bastia to look for a place, and then somebody tell me that there was an Adlam Street. Yeah. Somebody tell me the lady with a shoe store was in there, and she was moving out. I went straight to the guy.
So from one shoeman to from your shoeman going into a shoe store to sell.
So somebody told me about it, and I went right away. And the gentleman told me yes, and I gave him a down payment one time. Yeah, I gave him a down payment one time.
Motivating.
You understand? For the place, and I spent over 20 years there.
Over an Island Street. Wow.
I don't have
wow. That's a lot of years you knock off there.
I got 11 years over here.
Okay.
11 years over there now.
Yeah, you moved to Westbourne Gut. When, you know, everybody was avoiding this, you know, that area. They had it labeled as, you know, a ghetto area. You went and invested heavily. You move your entire operation right there. Did you think about any risk involved, and how did you think that how did your workers take that?
Well, my workers
And how
very
did,
hesitant.
and how did you feel your customers would adjust to that location? So how did your workers take it, and how you thought that your customers would adjust to that location?
It wouldn't have been my first choice to go there, I'll tell you this. But for political reason, I couldn't get no other place to buy. I couldn't get a piece of land to buy.
You couldn't get a land to buy.
You understand?
Okay.
Just for political reasons. So, I had no choice but to take what I could get.
Okay.
And I get that property to buy. And it was, I stayed over there one Saturday, and I admired that place and visualized the whole thing for about 2 hours. So I stayed at the opposite.
You just stand beside and just watch.
Just picture it before me buy it, before me get any organ. And then we went. Like, you know, this is the thing. I think spiritual messages just travel
True that.
spiritually. I strongly believe that. Yeah. So I stayed there and I meditate, and probably the meditation was going to the owner of the place. Bam. I went and I investigated who the place belongs to.
Yeah.
And they tell me a guy named Marlon living in Anguilla.
Marlon. Okay.
Right. I call a good friend of mine who was a police.
Yeah.
And you know that.
Yes.
And right away she called me back in 15 minutes and said, I think this is the person you want to talk to. I said, boss, your name Marlon? He said, yes. I said, this Paloma building belongs to you? He said, yes. I said, you got any interest in selling? He said, if the price is right. I said, what is the price?
If the price is right.
He said, make him an offer. I said, no, me not really call you a price the place.
Yeah.
I got an interest in it, and he said he gonna come to it in 2 weeks' time. He really came, and we had it evaluated by
Buchanan, James?
Not James, yeah, and Leader.
Okay.
Leader had it evaluated and everything, and proper organized and so forth, properly organized. He said he want more than the 2 place. I said, how much more you want? He don't know. Anyhow.
That's bargaining in saying case.
For him $100,000.
And on top of the value?
Yeah, on top of the value. And he gave me.
Alright.
How come I?
Take that in. Are you a business owner? Are you registered with Social Security self-employed coverage? If not, I encourage you to do so. The Social Security self-employed coverage has been in existence since July 1996. Over 4,000 persons have already registered. They get pensions based on their contributions. Right now, the average pension is $1,100 for self-employed persons, and you get access to all benefits except employment injury. So please, business owners, self-employed people, take some time out and visit Social Security down on the Bay Road and register for their self-employed.
Well, the other building I got up to the head of the street there, and Central Street. It didn't mark for sale for over 2 years. Nobody bought it because nobody want to pay $250,000
and in almost in the heart of town. To me, that was a good price.
What is the time?
Oh yeah, you're right. The timing, yeah, you're right. Because back then, it was way back then. No, yeah.
And I buy it, and people say crazy. I went down for
well, what kind of crazy pills you take? Because I want some, you know. I want some.
Yeah. So I took it, and I mean I wanted to. I mean, if somebody decided they want this other thing,
yeah,
you pay them, forget them, and move on.
True.
That's how it is. Because if you want something more, another person was after the same building over there, and when they hear about it, they say, "Are you crazy?" A particular people with money.
Business people.
Yeah. And up to the piece of land by cross camps. Some guys, some of people, big boys.
Yeah.
They wanted it. But they never gonna buy it for $23 a square foot. They was trying to bring down the people to $18. That's forget the price.
Oh, okay.
So then you see I driving and I see the
for sale sign.
The for sale sign and take the number. I call and I buy it. $23 a square foot.
And you said for political reasons you couldn't get. You know what? I gonna get there. You're known as a very giving person. You know, you help a lot of people in the community. You know, you have a big family. How are you able to balance helping the community, helping others? It's no secret what you do for a lot of people. Tango, you even helped me before. You understand? Full transparency. So how do you balance helping others and making sure that your finances in order to stay afloat and make sure you have enough for yourself?
I'll tell you something. It's simple. Just don't be driven by greed, because a lot of us got a lot, but it's the business. True. And the philosophy is see and blind, hear and deaf. You might have heard about the lady that we helped build a house in Sunny Point. Brother, what to come out me eye when I see the woman living condition? And I said no. Not like that. And I went into action. Now you think a lot more people
didn't see.
The other day,
priorities.
I'm gonna call some names now.
Priorities. I don't mind.
The other day, right? I was called upon to make a contribution for a particular guy, the athlete, when he was coming from Sonic for G&M. And I made the contribution, but I mentioned to them, I said, listen, you realize that only 1 or 2 people in Sandy Point that you all the first come to your mind is Tango, maybe Licky Bud, who else? Waterman, yeah, you're right. I didn't mention Waterman. I say, look, there are other people with business and established business in Sandy Point. I'm going to call a name. I'm going to say, what happened to people like Benjax, Daniel, Labon, them all these contractors in Sandy Point? I think they got money too. I don't even go ask them what dollar or make a contribution to something. I look like I don't make the money, ain't it?
Maybe you got a printer.
You understand? And I tell the guys, you know the guy tell me? By Tango, you know something? You see Ken in Sunny Point? Ken? You think Ken Brooks? You ever hear it? It's sad to say what I say, you know. But what are the contributions? But it's only Tango. Every time a project is built. Right now I got to go give a contribution for Sunny Point High School. You understand? A simple window costs maybe $400. Nobody else in Sunny Point could contribute that.
So how you balance it? That's the question.
What I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how you
sacrifice.
You sacrifice.
And but
to you, a lot of other people who could make more sacrifice. In essence, in short, they don't make the sacrifice. The people just don't go to them.
Well, maybe
a combination.
Well, maybe. But I mean, you see where I'm coming from, right? That Sunny Point is a big community with a number of businesses. But as they sit down in a meeting, okay, it's Tango, Licky Bud and Waterman. You understand? That is why Licky Bud get on like we get on.
I feel you.
Because I mean, what if we got to
say no? Say no.
Save the world.
Yeah.
You understand? You can't say so. So a a lot of people in Sandy Point have been overlooked. And when the guy tell me when I said that, he said, Tango, you know, you just open me eye to something. You're right, yeah. We overlook all these other people. And all we look. Is you all, yeah? Yeah, a big man in Sandy Point. Just 3 people supposed to save the whole of the world. You understand? If so to speak.
No, they always say with great power comes great responsibility, you know.
Yeah.
Joking still, you know.
But listen, sometimes I just laugh.
But as you say, it's a good thing. You're not driven by greed. You're not driven by greed, and you're content. So whatever little extra the Almighty bless you with,
right,
you're able to help others and feel good about it and move on with life. So that's the good thing about it. It's a good thing, you know.
I believe that. I mean, the Lord love a cheerful giver.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever that's supposed to mean, maybe that is the reason why I'm here today.
Yeah, true that.
Right?
Yeah, you were the first person to actually give me the opportunity to do a business plan. You were the first person to pay me to do a business plan. I could remember it like yesterday, because it was a point in time where I was out of a job, forced out of my business, and I was home just laying down, and I could remember the call.
Suppose I ask you a question. you pay to go to school, right?
Yeah.
What you did for me, you had to pay to learn it, and
true that. Yeah.
So I suppose to just come and use you.
Yeah, I could remember you said, Shane, I need a favor done like yesterday. Those were your exact words. I need something done like yesterday, and I went into action. And I say all that to say, you know, if you didn't light that spark in me, I wouldn't have see that, hey, you really got the opportunity to provide a service here for people and make a business out of it and move forward.
And me not paying no small change.
That's true. I'm going to give the story. When negotiating, because, you know, I was down at the time, and you say, well, you know what, you ask, what was the damage? In my mind, being very honest, I was like, why? It's Tango. I know, you know, Tango.
You said $2,000.
I said Tango is a. In my mind, I was gonna say, give me 1,000. Tango said, no. Look, I'll give you $5,000. I'm gonna give you half now, and I'm gonna give you half when it is approved. And I just stayed there, stunned. See him take out the checkbook, write a check for $2,500. And give it to me, and I just stunned. And in my mind, I gonna tell him $1,000 for everything. So that just goes to show the kind of person you are. So he saw even more value in what I did for him, you know. So I just wanted to, you know, give you your flowers, you know, publicly. And a question I wanted to ask, though, you mentioned because of political reasons back then, but one of my questions I had is, you always hear that as a businessman, right, that you should not be so politically, you know, vocal. You shouldn't be vocal with your politics because, you know, you don't want to upset your customers, upset anybody. I hear that coming up. Yeah. But I realize you basically was the complete, you know, opposite. You're very vocal with who you support, who you don't support, and that don't seem to disturb your business in any way. Now, what made you take that approach as a businessman and not caring, you know, about viewing your politics?
You as a client, right? You support something, right? Well, all I will like, you're a man, me a man.
Yeah.
If you feel like something better for you, for your country, you not supposed to hide. We not live in North Korea. we not live in where else now? Russia and them kind of places where you Cuba, where you got to be silent with your support.
Sure.
Right? And I know by being vocal it could do serious damage to you. But
Well, it seemed like he was doing damage to you because you say you couldn't get no commercial land to buy because of political reasons. But you bear it.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna change and go play a cook for that, right? I go and ask the man who in charge of the land and the different people, and all they give is there was some kind of what they call it again? Land symposium. Down the road there at the foot of 4th Street there, some years ago there, and I went directly to the boss of the country. And he said, I said, the boss, call him by name, blah blah blah. I've been operating a business in the road for years. We need a piece of land. I know you have 17 lots up by Best Buy there where Neville and them be. And he said, yes, I'm going to get you a piece of land and things like that. When the guy don't talk to you, you feel like you win the lotto, you know. You understand? Because he just know how to make you walk away feeling impressed with the words. But the guy is dangerous. The guy is dangerous. And I felt real bad after, and then I, look, I load the land in Bastille. I call people all over the place, talk to them, ask them if I say I get this number, I understand you got this piece of land and if you got interest. I do a lot of work to get a piece of land to buy. Because I know that I wasn't going to get it from
the government,
the big man over there. So, because that's a man who would just show you.
So none of your customers ever come by and, you know, abuse you. Tango, I hear you on the radio, you left me 5 minutes. Nobody ever come by the shop and just maybe jokingly.
Not really, because if I do calling on the radio, we make sure what I say could be substantiated.
Okay, I got you.
Right? I make sure anything that I say could be substantiated. I not say nothing to damage your body character and things like that.
Okay.
Up to the other calling on the radio and a young man, a gentleman named Noel call in on the radio and say he asking the public to ask this guy, I ain't gonna call him here, to stop molesting him. He's an old man, 75 years old, and he cannot get his peace for this particular person. I take up the call and I call in and I said that's how he is. He like to go around, make mischief and then pretend he's Mr. Nice. And I see him in action right out there, so on 4th Street, interfering with a guy about 2014, interfering. So, anyhow.
Yeah. On another note, on a lighter note, what is retirement for Tango? Because you seem like you just keep going, and is there such a thing as retirement?
Well, of course, yes. If you ain't retire, the world will retire you.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you do not retire, the word retirement will retire you.
So what does retirement look like for you?
Well, for me, the honest truth, I'm ready to hand over the baton.
Ready to hand over the baton.
But
you got choices. You got a lot of choices.
Yeah, but you just cannot. You can do things without you see the right person. And the right person you have to also show you that they have the interest and the motivation to improve. You understand?
What you leave behind.
Yeah. Just like the Emery brothers. You see where the father left and you see where they got?
Yeah.
This is the idea that you're going to look for.
Legacy.
When you're in your grave and you get a telephone call, you want to hear, boy, if you gotta come back now, you'll be proud of what you see going on.
Yeah, man, you got more than capable hands, man. Trust me, you got more than capable hands to leave it in. You know.
I would like to say yes to that.
Yeah. You got more than capable hands.
I would like to say yes to that. But
we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that, right?
I know what I see.
Yeah. Okay, knowing what you don't know, right? what advice would you give young Tango? I mean, you did a lot at 18 and 19. I mean, at 19, 20, you had like 6 people you say working with you. But knowing what you know now,
at about 21 years.
At about 21 years, still impressive. Still impressive. What advice would you give young Tango or another young entrepreneur going into business? What advice would you give them?
One thing I would tell them, they got to be steadfast with whatever they're doing, and don't let a bad day discourage them from what they're doing.
Okay.
And make sure that they always got in mind to go forward, improve on whatever they're doing, and go forward in life. Because every day is a fishing day, but not a catching day. And never you allow a bad day to discourage you from what you're doing. And always seek to improve. Like I tell them, don't sleep straight. Because in the night is when you get your dreams come to you. Is the night dream come to you and vision come to you. So always lie down at night time and try put your future ahead of you and visualize it.
Okay. All right, that's good. One final question. We the so-called young people here, we want to know what your diet secrets are, you know, because you got this youthful glow, and you know, what your diet secrets are? You're vegan?
Not really.
Not really.
You just got to eat smart. You know the things that have been dangerous out there. And I think I tell you already about the Sunday special. And what are the Sunday special?
Pie.
What pie make from?
Everybody want pie. Macaroni,
cheese,
yeah.
And milk. Sometimes sure. Tell me which one of them things are good for you. You gotta eat smart and do not eat nobody gravy. I say it already. You understand? Because some people go and they buy some food and all they want it
extra curry sauce.
They want it full of gravy. You understand? What gravy does go to the pipe sink?
Clog it up.
What the gravy on the clog it up. Understand? You gotta keep your arteries them clean.
I got you.
And try to use a lot of things with high antioxidant. You understand? To keep your arteries them flushing. Drink up your water. This is 8 glasses of water. I don't drink 8 glasses of water. I just drink enough water.
Enough
you understand? What is enough water? Maybe two glasses of water a day.
Okay. I got you. I remember I used to, now and again I would meet you and they went to up Brimstone Hill going walking.
That is an important part of it, right?
Yeah, you used to meet you.
If you don't walk it, you will lose it.
Okay.
You got to keep moving. Understand? You could get up a morning time. I mean, me do it, yeah. Me do routine. At least 30 minutes minimum. A morning time. And right in my house.
Yeah.
Right in
okay.
Yeah.
Treadmill or just?
Not treadmill, just walk.
Just walk.
Okay, you see the distance here? Back and forth.
Oh,
yeah. 25 steps up, 25 steps back. And you know, got company road.
I got you. All right, Tango. Well, it was a real pleasure, you know, having you. I have to thank you again for taking time out to come in and sit with us and sharing that vast wealth of information.
I would like to say something.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll tell you something.
Go ahead.
A lot of young people, right? Just self-destruct by making bad choices. Some people weak to company, and as they get in company, even if they're not to smoke, if the company is smoke, they want to shove smoke in the head. They want to shove drinks in the head. Choices means a lot. If you set a goal for yourself, you got to work towards what can help you with that goal, bringing that goal
to fruition.
alive. You have to.
Anyway, we got end on a lighter note. As I said, thanks for
No problem.
stopping by.
Anytime.
I really appreciate you coming by. And
Yeah.
yes, please people, don't forget to subscribe to our Carib Gems YouTube page, like and follow us on Carib Gems on Facebook and on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Peace. Yeah.